Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Realm of Mad God, more specifically some Nilly's Realm, playing as our Sorcerer today. Or I guess, more specifically our Sorceress, I guess, because this is a female Sorcerer. I don't know. Anyways, I have a lot of fun with this class, mostly because you can get some really good loot from it. And we are only level 18, so the first thing we're going to do is level this guy up. And then we're gonna hit some dungeons or maybe the Godlands or, you know, just kind of go from there and see what we want to do. Ooh, what you got for me? Speed? No, attack. All right. We will drink you later when, let's see. That is much better than what we have. I was actually gonna buy one of those from the marketplace before playing, but they were like 20 gold or something, or 20 fame or something. I didn't really feel like doing that, so I didn't. I know that was a great story, I just know. So anyways, a few quick announcements about the channel before we kind of get into the video itself. The first thing is that I will be out of town. I actually leave Thursday night at midnight, so I'll be on maybe during the day on Thursday. I took the, yeah, I'll take that, thank you. I took the day off so that I could watch the kids and get all the stuff done that I need to do. So I'll be gone basically this entire weekend. I come back, it's like Sunday at midnight. So, you know, for the most part, I'm pretty much gone this entire weekend. So I won't be recording. I'm gonna be doing a little extra recording, or maybe I'll do a few extra videos this week, which means that depending on how things go, I may or may not have a video for next Monday because I won't be able to record one because I'll be gone on Sunday. So chances are I may or may not have a video for Monday, but we'll see. I'm gonna try and get at least videos for the rest of this week done. A few really awesome games that I'm really excited to play. I'm not sure if we'll do one-offs of them or if you guys will like them enough to where we actually do a series. I guess we shall see here in a little bit. Speaking of new series, I've been playing some Kingdom New Lands, which is an expansion of the regular game Kingdom that came out in 2015. I actually really don't know what to classify this game as. Somebody asked me today, and it's kind of like a tower defense kingdom building game. It's really hard to describe, but if you haven't gone and watched any of those videos, you should definitely do so because that game is absolutely amazing. The pixel art is absolutely beautiful in that game, and even if you're not a big fan of pixel art, I think you probably can at least appreciate that game because it's just so well done. The soundtrack is soundtrack. Yes, that's like Star Trek. Never go into a tomb as Sork. I was trying to read what Flappy was saying. That was very unfortunate. Let's start another Sorcerer because I really, really want to play one. That's why. All right. I guess we'll spend the rest of this time leveling up. Oh my God, we're so slow. We're so slow. So slow. All right, let's go back in. So that's kind of what's going on right now with the channel. So that means I probably won't be replying to comments or tweets or anything for the most part of this weekend. I'll have my phone on me. I won't have a computer. So if you message me or something's going on, it goes to my phone on Discord. So if you want to message me, I might check that every once in a while on Discord, or Twitter also will sometimes notify me on my phone. Otherwise, I'm just gonna not be around this weekend for the most part. So we are going to Pennsylvania. My wife has some family up there, so we're flying into Pennsylvania, and then we're driving, where are we driving? I don't even remember. We're driving somewhere to a wedding. One of my wife's friends from college is getting married, so we're taking a little mini vacation. The kids are staying here because they said it was no kids. Hey, it's Cookies. How's it going, buddy? No kids at the wedding. So, all right. Cookies and I have been trying to play together for a while now. Actually, it seems like we just never have a chance to play at the same time, which is unfortunate. Let's not kill that cube. I've been on your channel for a while. Yes, yes, you have, man. And it's very much appreciated. But yeah, it's time zones can be absolutely killer. I mean, I have a few people who are in like the UK and stuff that always want to play, but unfortunately, we can never really play together because it's like 5 a.m. or something, or 3 a.m. or something when I'm recording in the UK. So this is my Op Wizzy. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Oh, that's very nice, man. I should do a wizard sometime. That seems like that'd be fun. I enjoy the wizard, so it's one of my favorite classes, I would say. I don't play it too often just because there's other classes that I like more. Somebody's told me to play Mystic lately. People have been telling me I should play a Mystic, so maybe that's our next one. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll grab that. It's better than nothing, and by better than nothing, I mean marginally better than nothing. It's really not that great. So what do we got? I'm looking for some defense. Please with the defense. Speed, you know, I think speed is better. A little bit of speed so we can dodge a little bit better would be nice. Thank you, cookies. So what are you guys doing this weekend? I know a lot of people are starting school. So I think a lot of people started this week. I know my son started this week. My daughter starts next week. So it seems like there's a lot of people going back to school lately. So when do you guys go back to school? I know it's different for a lot of different, what is this? Oh, thank you. It's different for different countries, and even in the US, there's a lot of different things going on. It's not very coherent. You know, some people, I would rather have defense actually. Some people started like around last week-ish, some people started this week, some people start next week, or even further from that. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place, but I don't know. What do you guys, I mean, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in school. I've been out of college for, see, it's almost 4 years now. It's like 3.5, almost 4 years, something like that. So it's been a little while since I've been out of college, but I kind of miss it. It's one of those weird things. Like when you're at the end of the school year, you really, really want to get out of there. You can't wait to be done and all this stuff. But for me, at least, towards the end of the year, you almost kind of miss it. You kind of are excited to get back. And when you get back, the first few weeks are really, really cool. You know, it's kind of new sense, you know, it's like new stuff going on all around you and you're getting settled in, and there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. And I always really like that. And then of course, after that, you know, it kind of goes downhill slightly. And you know, until, let's see, anything good? No. Until about midterms or so, and then it's, you really are excited to get out of there. Then midterms happen and you have a little bit of a break, and then you get a smaller sense of, yeah, I can't wait to be back a little bit to some degree, and then it kind of repeats itself until summer. At least that's how it was for me, you know. Now my favorite classes when I was in school were, and this probably won't, you know, surprise a lot of you who have been around my channel for a while, were like physics and science-based classes. I was never really that great at history or English. It's weird to think about because I speak English. It's like, was that King of the Hill where he's like, you failed English? Bobby, you speak English, or whatever he said. I don't remember, but I don't know. It's always like, what verb tense is this? And my answer is always, I don't really care because I don't. But I don't know. For history, for me, it was always one of those like, let's see, I don't have a really good memory for like names and dates and that kind of stuff. So history and that kind of stuff has never been my strong suit, I suppose. Oh, there's a crystal here. We're gonna die. We're gonna die so bad. Was Cookie here? I thought I saw his name. Maybe not. All right, we're gonna stay back. Oh yeah, Cookies is here. He's just below us there. All right. I don't think he noticed that I was like literally right next to him. I also didn't notice I was literally right next to him. Yeah, I'm trying to get another light. We'll see how that goes. As long as we don't get flanked by this Jinn and die or something. Alright, let's do this. I'm excited. I really want a white or something. We got a blue. Okay. We're weak and we're dead. Okay, well, this is the dying episode apparently. So, it was worth a shot. Should we try Mystic? A lot of people, oh, we're trying it because of this little red skin. I love this skin. I love this skin so much. So that we're gonna try this one because why not? You know what? We're just chilling today. We'll get back up there and we'll start building up our characters here in a little bit. But all right, so this is stasis, right? Yeah, stasis for 3 seconds. Which basically is the annoying part is that like you can't do damage to whatever it is. So the biggest part is like if we stasis this, like you can't do damage to it, you see? Which is really annoying. It can be really useful depending on where you are. And the prime example for me is the constructs in the Godlands where they all heal each other and stuff. You know, you can stasis 1 or 2 of them and then kill the 3rd one and it won't heal its friends. So it's really nice actually being able to play with some of you guys like Cookie. I didn't actually think we'd ever be able to play, and unfortunately just because the time zones are so different, which means that it's probably like 3 a.m. where he is. So gotta admire that dedication. Will you just die, Mr. Crab? Thank you. All right, we'll take that. So. But yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about school stuff. Yeah, so I actually wasn't really a big fan of math when I was in like grade school or even middle school to some degree. So it wasn't until, oh, he changed to a rogue. Awesome. It wasn't really until I was in high school that I started liking math. I don't know if I've ever kind of told this story before, but I was always really good at math. You know, like it just kind of came naturally to me. Which I guess makes sense why I'm an engineer now or something, but I just never really liked it very much. It wasn't too fun for me. I know a lot of people are always like, why do we need to know math? It's something I'm never going to need to know or whatnot. Like, algebra, you'll never need to know algebra. I never use it, says so many people. But the truth of the matter is you probably use it more often than you think. It's so ingrained in how you do stuff now that you just don't realize that you're using it, you know what I mean? So, but it's one of those things, yeah, I guess we'll use that. It's one of those things like algebra, right? So you're rearranging equations to make them easier to solve, basically. So if you're at a store and you're like, all right, I have $5, this thing's $1.37, then how much will I have left over after an 8% tax or whatever, right? That's algebra. That's basically algebra in a nutshell. You're finding X, right? And so you probably don't realize that you use it, but you actually do. It's one of those things that it's good to know. And the other thing that's good about math is that it teaches you problem solving skills that are useful in more things than just math, right? It teaches you to think analytically, which is very good for all sorts of different things. So we don't need that. I already have one. And that's invaluable knowledge no matter what you do. So math, a lot of people hate it. The thing about math is that, well, let's say 2 things. All right, I need to finish my story first, right? I never really liked math until I started doing like calculus and physics at the same time, because at that point I really liked physics and it was a way for me to use the math, you know, and actually see the outcome and see why it's useful and that kind of thing, and actually apply it to real life. And that's kind of the cool thing about both physics and about like calculus and stuff. Now, of course, a lot of people think that calculus is very difficult. A lot of people will say, "Oh, you're taking calculus. That's you must be really brave. That's really difficult." To be honest, it's really not that bad. I have a theory. And my theory is that people think that calculus is hard because people tell them it's hard. And then because they think it's hard because people tell them it's hard, then they don't apply themselves. They tell themselves they can't do it, and then it becomes hard. But if no one ever tells you that calculus is hard, then I have this theory that it actually might come more naturally to people than algebra. Now, you do use a lot of algebra with calculus, that's true. But the thing about that is algebra is actually derived from calculus, not the other way around. So, ooh, I did not mean to do that. I keep thinking of my sorcerer. Algebra was actually derived from calculus. Calculus wasn't derived from algebra, which is weird if you think about it, because you kind of need to know algebra in order to do calculus. And I understand not a lot of you guys will know about this because maybe you're not that far yet, but it boils down to this. All right, here's my thoughts on it. If you have the chance to take calculus and if you have the chance to take physics, then do both of those things. Take your calculus, take your physics. They are both actually a lot of fun. You do need to actually apply yourself and try it for sure. But it's very rewarding once you figure it out. Now, the second thing I was going to say about calculus is the mindset that you need to have, and this is the mindset I have about when I'm learning new math stuffs, is that a lot of math, especially stuff like calculus, is basically like learning another language. Once you learn how to speak that language, everything else is super easy. You know, you just need to learn how to speak that language a little bit, and then you're good. So let's not go over there. Let's go this way. Thank you. So that's my rant about science and about math. Obviously, I might be a little bit biased because I'm an engineer, and therefore I use math and science more than most people, and therefore I appreciate it more than most people. But at the same time, I feel like my words should have a little bit more weight because I'm an engineer and I use these things more often than I'd say the average person. And therefore, I'm not gonna say I know what I'm talking about, but I can distinctly say that, you know, I know what I'm talking about, basically. So, and I understand not a lot of people, everyone is good at different things. Okay, so here's one of the things. So, a lot of people are like, oh, you're an engineer, you must be really smart. I get that a lot, right? The school I went to is one of the top engineering schools in the country. A lot of people will be like, oh, you went to such and such school, you must be really smart. I just realized that this character skin may not be the best idea because I can't see if I'm red. I will take that one. There we go. Oh, what is this? Oh, cool. I don't know who dropped that for me, but I appreciate it. So, did someone drop that for me or something? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'll have to look in the recording, but if you did, I appreciate it. So, I definitely, definitely need it, that's for sure. So, but, either way, what was I talking about? I was talking, oh yeah, you know, so people are like, oh, you're an engineer, you must be really smart, or, oh, you're from such and such school, you must be really smart. But the reality of the situation is that I don't feel like I'm more smart than other people. I just feel like I'm more knowledgeable in those areas. Like, there's a lot of people who are really good at sociology or psychology, which is kind of I'd say a pseudoscience, I guess, or really good at English or history or a lot of other different things. How you want to G team? I don't know what he means by G team. People have a whole spectrum of things that they're good at, right? And mine just so happens to be that I'm good at math and science. Now, that doesn't make me smarter than you. It may make me more knowledgeable in those specific areas, but you may be better at something else that I'm absolutely horrible at, like English or history or that kind of thing. In which case, I'd say, man, you can remember all these names and dates and all this stuff going on. You must be really, really smart because you remember those kind of things, right? Because I don't. It's not the way that I'm programmed. And so you can't necessarily judge yourself off of, oh, you know, this person is this specific occupation, therefore they must be really smart, right? So, is Queeg gonna die? Don't die, Queeg. So I don't know. That's my thing. It's people are better at different things. So you have to take that into consideration. The one person that you are like, oh, that person is really, really good at such and such. Well, they're probably not very good at other stuff, you know? So there's a whole spectrum to knowledge. It's not linear. There's not one good thing that you have to be good at to be smart, you know? So if you're not good at math, then I would say just keep at it and maybe think about it in a different way. Because a lot of people are like, all right, I have to follow these specific steps. And if I just follow these steps in the correct order, then I'll get my answer. That's true. That's true. But at the same time, why are you doing those specific steps? And if you can understand the why behind it, if you can understand the why, all right, we're gonna take a chance. Okay, we're probably gonna die if we stay here. Let's not die for a third time. So I tried, man, I tried. So what you want to do is basically try and speak the language, right? Try and understand not what you should be doing, but why you should be doing that thing. And if you can understand the why behind it, then the what behind it will be easy. But if you try and understand the what behind it without understanding the why, that is when it becomes difficult. So all right, guys, we cannot die. We absolutely cannot die, okay? So, it's not allowed. I do appreciate it. So I really do appreciate, I don't normally take stuff. We'll see how many people spam me now. That's mainly what I'm concerned about, but I really do appreciate it. So I'm just trying to get back on my feet here. I have 66 fame. I'm justifying things to myself, which is not a good thing. So, all right. So yeah, there's if you can understand the why, and if you can speak that language, that is how you do math. There are a lot of people who don't like math that tell themselves they're bad at it because they don't know how to approach it, which is fine. That's fine, you know, that's part of why you do math. Because, you know, you gotta learn those. We're gonna go in here. We're not gonna die. We are gonna go in here, though. Is to learn that critical thinking, because the critical thinking is the part that a lot of people miss out on. It's here is the why. And using your critical thinking and what you've learned, then that is how you do math. And to a lot of degrees, that's how you do science as well, right? So they're very... Hello. What's this? Oh, it's a T11. All right, Flappy, I appreciate it, man. All right, guy. Oh, shit. Shit. Let's not die. I'm very concerned right now. Hey man, keep up the good work. Hey Hobbit, keep up the amazing attitude. I appreciate it, buddy. So, all right. I would type back to you. I hope you see this tomorrow and understand why I can't type back to you. Nice videos. Just got B-Bath from Asylum. Leveling up Assassin to 6-8. Nicely done, buddy. I wish I was that good at this game. So I hope you see this tomorrow and understand why I can't talk to you right now. So, is this something where I shouldn't be killing it? What is going on here? So, give a quick TY, quick thank you. All right, so please with the killing the stuff. So that I don't have with the die. Can I stasis this? No, it's immune, okay. Quest complete! Yeah, alright. Wish me luck. I'm a level 10, which means I should have 10 luck. And I got nothing. Alright, that's fine. Alright, cool. Well, let's all get out of here. All right, perfect. Oh, a guy was in there with us. I thought his name looked familiar. So anyways, I thought that would be a good discussion to have because there's so many people. There's so many people that are heading back to school soon, either or now or later. The Mystic struggles, yeah, probably. We're not gonna only do a Mystic. The next video will most likely be a different class, or it will be this class as I get him up to, or her rather, up to snuff. We'll see. We'll see what level we are in like 3 minutes when I stop recording. But either way, that's my thought on school. Now, if you're good at different things, definitely my advice to you is to play towards your weaknesses. Or sorry, play towards your strengths. Don't play towards your weaknesses. That's a stupid idea. Play towards your strength, and really work well to do well in the things that you enjoy doing, right? But you're gonna have to put in that extra work for the things that you're not very good at, right? So that meant for me, I don't even have to really look for gear anymore. Is there any reason to have anything other than the T0 stasis orb? Probably not, because all it does is cost more mana, and I think all it does is increase the time. I'm sure the T4s and 5s or whatever have like plus speed or something that might be useful, but for now we'll just keep this. So we do need a new ring. A new ring would be great though. So, all right, here we go. Kill some dwarves. The dwarf king. Give me a good ring. No. New ring? No. So, yeah, that's basically I have to say. You know, the thing about school is you get out of it what you put into it. So if you put a lot of work into it and you get good grades, later on you'll be rewarded later in life. So I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but I was told by my college counselor I would never get into the school that I got into because my grades weren't good enough. I had something like a 2.8 or something GPA. I got like I think it was a 25 on my ACT or something similar to that. I don't quite remember. It's been a really long time. So this was senior year. I really knuckled down. I took a lot of science, and I took a lot of like high value science and math courses, and I got my GPA up to a 3. They still said I probably wouldn't get in. I got accepted to every single college that I applied to, which was 3. I applied to 3 colleges. I got accepted to all of them. And I definitely had to do a lot more work towards the end of it. But by doing that extra work, I got into where I wanted to. I graduated with the degree I wanted to. And now I'm working in the field that I wanted to work in. So it's a lot of work. I don't know if I ever told you guys the story about when I was in college. When I was in college, do I really want to to talk about this right now. It's something I've been saving for like a Draw Your Life episode or something if I ever get around to doing one. But for the most part, I was like working full-time, had a part-time internship, and I was going full-time to this school that a lot of people struggle with, even with not doing, just doing the school full-time. That was my life. There's a lot of other stuff that went on that I don't want to talk about right now. We'll talk about that later. But that's kind of the gist of it. So that's pretty much it. All I want to say is for those of you going back to school right now, remember to have fun. School is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but if all you think about is the work and you don't think about the fun aspects, then it becomes even more work and more of a pain. Make sure to have fun. I hope you guys have a great first few weeks back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.